Thank you for coming back to my channel. I decided to make another video about my college experiences just because my last video finally hit 1,000 views, and okay, this is what you get when you live next to an airport apparently. Right, so my last video about my college experience, the CC to UC video, got over 1,000 views, and at first I was like really confused because like it was kind of dead at around 500, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then I remembered the fall acceptances usually come out in April, and that's when people were watching the video. And I recently had 2 cousins get into schools that they wanted to get into. Really nice California schools, may I say so myself, so you know, it's genetic. To one of my cousins I gave definitely some unsolicited advice, and I just decided that, you know, hey, maybe I should make a video out of this because I definitely have some other things that I wish I had known, practically speaking, before moving to college. So that's what this is about. Let's get into it. These are not numbered in order of importance, just what came off the top of my head. You will figure out what is the most important for you. So the first one, bring as many quarters as possible. And I am not kidding. Like, when you're in university housing, you usually have like a card that you put money on, and then that's how you do your laundry and things like that. Great, fabulous. But once you move off campus and you got to do the coin op, it is serious out there. It is serious business. Also, if you plan on bringing a car, you're gonna need to pay for parking some way, somehow. So having backup quarters on you will definitely help you out for sure. Number 2, befriend somebody in the cafeteria. Now, I'm going to use my language very carefully here. The main reason why you should befriend somebody in the cafeteria, not just because they're a great person. I met a lot of good people in the cafe that I used to work at. They will make sure that you are fed, and that's all I will say about that. Number 3, buy frozen vegetables. I know this sounds very, you know, who am I to say anything about that? However, you know, your brain, it needs the nutrients, it needs the micros and the macros and all that. So if you buy frozen vegetables, you'll have them for longer, and you don't have to worry about them rotting on you like a week later when you forgot and you're on a study binge. You know what I'm saying? So just get the frozen vegetables. They're cost effective, even at the Trader Joe's. Just, it makes sense. Don't worry about it. Number 4, keep a running list of accomplishments, references, reference letters, work experience, mini bios, because a lot of companies or applications will ask to write about yourself, and have like a cover letter sampler like ready to go. I have a cover letter that basically talks about my most recent experience and what I learned from it, and then basically what I do is interchange the names for like company, position I'm applying for, and then I'll add somewhere in there like a sentence or 2 about the company itself and why I am choosing to want to apply there. So something to keep on hand. Number 5, do not bring everything with you. On God, do not do that. You will be a nuisance to yourself, your roommates, and everyone else around you that's to deal with all your junk. Just don't burden yourself. Don't overweight the car. Like, you're gonna have to make a lot of trips up and down the stairs or in the elevator or something like that. Someone will have to make the trips for you if you can't do it yourself. So be mindful. What I will say though is bring as many, and emphasis on many, underwear and socks. You know, you can wear out your pants for like a couple of days. Shirts, maybe 1 or 2 if you're lucky, you know. But underwear and socks, you better keep them fresh. Keep them fresh. Number 6, get a water filter and a reusable water bottle, because you will make the mistake that I did. And it was conscious on my part, which is even more perplexing. But I loved buying the water bottles from like the on-campus store or like the campus cafeterias, only because, it was the Life Waters, you know, the ones with them stupid little pictures on the inside when you turn it around that only you can see. So I did spend quite a bit of student points on, you know, bottled water, even though we were given water bottles that had filters in them, and even though we were told to bring water filters. Anyways, so, and I don't know if it's a California thing, water bottles out here are insanely expensive, so like, save yourself the money and the time and get a water filter and stick to that. Get a cute water bottle that you like. Maybe that was my mistake. I didn't get a water bottle that I liked, you know. Anyways, Number 7, this is akin to one of the ones I said before. However, bring tennis shoes, walking shoes. If you plan on doing a lot of walking, get some nice walking shoes. Now, of course, you can still get the cute ones. They don't have to be geriatric. You can get the Converse, the Vans, the Keds, the whoever's. Just invest in some good walking shoes because that's what you will be doing a lot of. Trust. Unless you're driving your BMW through campus. I don't know, maybe that's your story, but that wasn't mine. So, number 8, bring cash with you. As much as you feel comfortable bringing with you, or as much as, you know, if you were to get mugged or robbed, you wouldn't be so mad about losing a particular amount. Bring that amount of cash with you, like on a regular basis, if you can, of course. But because like a lot of shopping places, especially where I lived around campus, they always had like that credit or debit card charge, and sometimes that could be like 75 cents, you know. So if you multiply that how many ever times a week you frequent such establishments, that could be, you know, $2 to $4, $5, you know, a week, and then 10, 15 a month. So I ain't kidding. Like, man, they rack them up. Number 9, memorize these 3 numbers. These 3 numbers here: your social security number, your credit or debit card number, and your student ID number. I cannot explain to you all the reasons why. However, those were the 3 numbers I was frequently having to recall when filling out applications, whether it was for job or school or buying stuff online, yada yada yada. It just made sense to memorize those numbers in particular. So you might have another number that you need to memorize, and, you know, good for you, good on you. But for me, those were the 3 most helpful ones. Number 10, try to buy as many personal items in bulk as possible. My friend, she did this with shampoo, and it'd be like giant bottles of shampoo. I'm like, you're never gonna get through this in like, you know, a month or 2 or whatever. And that was the point. So like she only had to buy like shampoo like once or twice a year or something like that, because she had so much of it that she didn't need to buy it all the time. This is more of a bonus one, and for the people that know me, this may come to you as a shock because I am directionally challenged in every single way, shape, and form. So when I say this, take this with a grain of salt. Familiarize yourself with public transit. Now, why might this be important? It just is, okay? Like, I can't help you. Like, in the beginning, like, I would probably say like the first year that I was on campus, I really had no idea like where to go, and because of that, I didn't really feel safe in the area that I was in, even though I was like a couple blocks off of campus. And then after I started taking the bus more often, especially for work, job interviews, going hanging out places and stuff like that, getting to know how to use public transit definitely helped me to be like, oh, this line will take me here, this bus will take me there, yada yada yada. So then I felt more comfortable in the area. And, you know, hey, that might be useful in a situation where you feel like somebody might be, you know, stalking you down or whatever. Then you gotta duck and weave and this and that and the other. You can't get lost while you're trying to duck and weave. That's just counterintuitive. Or maybe you gotta get home in the fastest way possible because, I don't know, maybe you left the stove on. So those were all the practical things that I wish I had known before going to college, and if I did know them, you know, I wish I had stuck to them. And hopefully any of this may have helped you, and if not, hey, thanks for the view. So congratulations to everybody that got into schools this fall. If you started this spring, congratulations once again. And, you know, hopefully y'all doing the things that you want to do, because at the end of the day, it's your name on that piece of paper that you get in the mail later, not on stage. So if you liked it, if you liked the video, please like the video. And if you would like to subscribe to me, then why wouldn't you? It's free. I will be back with another video. Don't ask me when, because I don't even know. Bye.